I think he goes everywhere, but he was in the woods. He was by the like the tree houses. Thoughts on Lions in the playoffs? Oh, they haven't yet, Brandon. So I'll wait until they are eliminated. Good father, good morning. I have a big tweet up on my Twitter, Brandon, if you want to read my thoughts on the Lions. Morning, Will. Did we clip it? Clip the Bigfoot? Is it like that rare? I thought it was all over the map. Morning, Scooby Snacks. Twitter, you mean X? Stop that. You're a boomer, T-Wills. You're supposed to be on my side with calling it Twitter still. It's not even a conscious decision. It's Twitter. It's always been Twitter for me. It's always going to be Twitter. Great way. I have a feeling they'll incorporate Bigfoot into some video at some point, but at the same time, it just wouldn't shock me if Fortnite is just being silly. They just are always have something cool happening. Hopefully, BW. T-Will's coming in, staying hot with his Fire Tomlin. After what was just a crazy game. I mean, dude, I didn't even look at the time of possession, but I had to be crazy because I feel like I didn't watch the Dolphins on offense for like a full 40 minutes. I think so, Great White. But here's the thing. But Bigfoot's already a skin, I think. What up, Noonan? Good morning, Will. Fire McDaniel so the Lions can hire him as their offense coordinator. I'm fine with that. What was I just? Oh, open Fortnite. See if HTCP comes up because I played copyright music. Oh, we're good. What a blessing. The Dolphins had a ton of possession at the end of the game when they should have been no huddling. Yeah, that too. I was talking about like the end of the half into the third quarter. Yeah, no, I listen, T-Wills. Listen, I hear you, bud. I hear you. I wish the Lions were in that division or in the NFC South. Heck, or the NFC East. LA Seattle this one of the season is criminal. We need these teams rested and rolling, not on short rest in the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, I wish that game wasn't Thursday for sure. Today is basketball. Yeah, college basketball. Yeah, I like Tennessee a lot. Tennessee is way too good to be on this losing streak, bro. At home, I feel like they win tonight. The other two should blow them out. Yeah, Great White. My biggest thing is TJ Watt for sure out this week. Number one. And number two, they were the Steelers last night were doing a lot of what the Rams did against the Lions that worked against us. And so we're gonna have to come out there with a different defensive mindset this week because those jumbo packages and roll out to the tight ends and then, you know, heavy package runs. We've got to stop. Oh, he hasn't suffered long. Oh, I thought that he was like back at the facility and ready to rock and roll. Did that really happen from micro needling? So I that's crazy, bro. I still think so. The Lions just have to come out with a better defense, and I think they should hammer the Steelers. But we'll see. Nothing would surprise me at this point. What was I gonna say? Soulful, I think that you should at least be like, if you win your division, you should absolutely be guaranteed a playoff spot. But I don't think you should be guaranteed a home game. I think if you have more wins than another team, they should reseed. And the Seahawks shouldn't win 13 games and get a bye and get a road game is my thing. But yeah, like Tampa having a home game is nuts. But I do think you should be rewarded somewhat for winning your division. Yeah, and I'm with you, Great White. Dude, I don't know if you saw my tweet, dude, but you know, I'm really just like I'm very nonchalant. Like I'm disappointed in the season. You know, the injuries have been, you know, bad again, and you know, top 5 again in injured players. 2 of our best safeties, 2 of the best safeties in the league out. It hurts. But I'm you know, I still love Brett Holmes. I still love Dan Campbell. I love our young talent. I think this might be Goff's most impressive year. With, you know, the O-line isn't as bad as it might seem, but it's certainly not as good as last year, and he's still balling. You know, and if we end up with the 3rd place, which we might not, we could still win the division, dude. I mean, the Packers are super hurt now. The Bears are pretty hurt too, at some key positions at receiver. So you know, it's crazy. We could still win the division. I'm not predicting it, but we could. We could absolutely sneak into the playoffs. And if you get in the playoffs, who knows what happens? But even if worst case scenario happens and we get 3rd in the North, dude, the 3rd place schedule next year is kind of nice. Like, the schedule next year is way nicer than this year anyway. But the 3rd place schedule next year would be nuts. So anyway, I'm just sitting back enjoying the season. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that a Doomsday thing. I wonder how many people started him in fantasy, by the way. That was like a 5-minute before the game started rule out. They may, Great White. They may. Especially since the Niners have something to fight for, dude. The Niners are still alive. Obviously, the Niners are probably making the playoffs, but they're still fighting for that division, dude. And they got a game against, I think, either Seattle or the Rams. One of the two. I think Seattle. Yeah, J-Mo and Amon-Ra both top 10 in yards, and you get Laporta back. I mean, Dan Campbell's not going to let J-Mo not be utilized until midway through the season next year, whether he's calling plays or someone else is. So I'm pumped. And I was texting Jeremy last night, who I just saw in here, Pride of Detroit. I was just texting last night, like, dude, it really is a big deal too that we're missing Laporta and Wright. And those are 2 good tight ends, two good blocking tight ends as well, and it's affected our run game. Obviously, it's affected our pass game with Laporta, but you know, it sucks. We're out there with two tight ends on the roster that wouldn't start on 10 different college teams right now. Because that's how good tight ends can be in college. Yep. Yeah. Oh, dude, 100% faith, Great White. I was never here. Oh, well, you are now. Why did I think I saw you? Who did I see? Oh, there you are. There, the Dolphins had a ton of possession. There you are. Stop that. By the way, Brinza, it's going to be over 10 minutes before the first fart. Although, no BMs yet this morning, and we already have had a sip of the coffee, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Immediately pulls logs. Hey. What? Oh, wow, Jeremy. I'd love to meet him. Let's get it, Matt. Good morning, Jimmy. Fins up. Great stream yesterday. It was perfect lurking vibes. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I feel like streams have just been really good and consistent the last few weeks. What up, Salsa Man? 100%, Hydra. 100%, dude. I'm just pumped, man. I'm just really excited for the rest of the football season. A lot of drama. No Discord notification this morning, but I saw it here on YouTube. Well, I hate that the inconsistencies of notifications on Twitch, YouTube, and Discord. That's annoying. Your girlfriend? Jeremy. Tell me more. Canada, really? You dog. Ruby definitely didn't tell me. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, great. It's nothing special for sure. A nice little switcheroo for a while. I wish it would just be the bus now. Yeah, I mean, that guy's real, and he has a gun. I have a girlfriend in Canada is a meme. Oh, well, Ruby did tell me, so congratulate. Would you consider her your girlfriend? Anyway, how'd this guy get down here already? Good shots, JB. Really good shots there. I deserve to die. In game, of course. For that monstrosity. No. I wasn't mad at all, Jimmy. I was just happy for you. Definitely slightly like when things didn't work out with the other one, why not let me know? You know what I mean? So we could have made that happen, but it's okay. You do you. I'm just happy for my sweet prince. Okay, we go down, we get health. We go up, we fight. That's the play. That's the play. Well, I'm just happy for you, dude. And by the way, Jeremy, yes, I will be at the wedding. What up, Emily? Good morning. She doesn't go to our school. She goes to a different school. Oh, do you want to react? Oh, yeah. Okay, ignore the wedding comment that I made. Ignore that comment. Dude. Yes. Morning, Sly. How we doing? Jibby, when you come to Florida, I'll be in Destin in a couple of weeks. I hate this, but I'm giving up a gold sniper. I mean, and I've been actually sniping pretty well, but movement is so important. Tis. Only our 4 favorite streamers. Oh, I'll be invited then. I'm confident in that. If it goes by watch time. Soulful, that's diabolical. Morning, sunshine. Meeting time, Lurk. Thank you for announcing your presence. Speaking of presents, what's everyone excited about getting for Christmas this year? Or are we all just super old and we don't get excited about that anymore? How often you playing Arc Raiders? It's been a little bit, Pen. I might play today. If we have internet issues again, we didn't yesterday, but if the internet freezes and I have to end stream for 30 minutes, I'll probably just come back and do Arc for the rest of the day because my viewership will be cooked anyway. Ooh, not allowed to do that, Emily. Not allowed to do that. However, we'll be honored to try to attend. A good morning, Patriot. Excited to watch my son open his first gaming PC. Let's go. Over something depends is a legend. It's my good friend Will Pog in the chat on Twitch. I've known him for years. He's been subbed for a long time. I've met him in person. He's from Brazil. Yeah, I mean, that'd be kind of fun. Great White. That's a way that would definitely would upset a lot of streamers who like to go to their certain spots and get the certain loot that they like, but it would probably balance the game at least a little bit more. Oh, not mine, Pen. I was reading a comment. Mine don't really play video games much yet. My oldest is 10. No, I'm excited personally for all their stuff. My kids never ask for like a big thing. They just they ask for like a lot of little stuff. So they ask for like football cards, basketball cards, stuffed animals, you know, books, Legos. Like they've never yet. I mean, they're 10, 9, 5, and 9 months. So my daughter has asked for a dog. That's like the biggest thing. But we keep telling her we'll likely get a dog, probably not this summer, but next summer. I just think it's really important to be able to be outside a lot when you first get a dog to help with potty training and not freeze. So probably a while for that. That's the only big thing they've asked for, and it's just not happening at this moment. What was wild? A 3D printer? Dude, Soulful, that's what a buddy of mine is getting their kids too. Jimmy, did you take responsibility for that bet last night? I mean, the one I shared on stream? The lotto? I don't know what you're talking about, Flem. That's crazy. It was almost plus 1,000, Mitch. That was like a put $5 to $10 on it and hope, you know? If the Dolphins were going to win, likely Achane and Waddle may have scored, you know? And then they just didn't. Let me tell you what I did do, though, Mitch. I absolutely nuked the Nuggets when they were down and the Jazz when they were down and ended up being up like 15 units last night. So, and the Stars when they were tied and the Senators in overtime. So I went 4 for 4 before bed, brother. Jeremy, I don't even think that you actually know that story, but there was a Chihuahua that did nip my ankle when I was a kid. I will forever hate Chihuahuas. Dogs weren't supposed to be that little, Jeremy. Brother, I'm kidding. Well, no, I'm not about Chihuahuas, but other dogs are cute that are little. Bold move, dude. Bold move. There's no way for me to really do that quickly, Mitch. It was third period, overtime, and fourth quarter, and all the games. I do like the Taco Bell Chihuahua, though. That guy's a legend. Where did this guy go? Oh, I hear him. Chris has a question. Wife mentioned she would like a new set of stainless steel pots and pans. Just wonder if there's a more household gift rather than a personal one if I get it. Yeah, brother, I feel like unless the wife is like die hard into cooking and loves it and doesn't just do it out of necessity, then I think you need to get another gift and just have that be part of the normal budget. But if she's like die hard and that would be super exciting, I think that's totally fine. Uh-oh. Dude, I had one shot. I just couldn't hit the last one. They're hopping around. First game doesn't count. GG's. Yeah, that's not a good gift then. You got to get her something else, but also buy the pots and pans for the family. What up, B-Riz? Am I wrong for absolutely hating this time of year? I don't think you're wrong for it. I think people have different experiences of this time of year growing up, and so if you had not good ones, then maybe, you know, I get it. First game doesn't count, B-Riz. First game doesn't count. Good morning, T-Fresh. Love that Slice Snake. Love that. My parents used video games in a crazy way to motivate Tyler. His grades went up every single semester when he was rewarded with video games. First game never counts. Frank knows. Frank knows. I still have no idea what I'm getting Jody. Normally, I don't shop until Christmas Eve for Jody because there's no reason to do it earlier. I mean, you can't convince me. If Jody wasn't such a prepared person, I mean, half our gifts are already wrapped. If she wasn't such a prepared person, I would just go with her the weekend before Christmas and just get all the stuff with the kids. You know? And I asked her a couple days ago what she wants, and she said she doesn't know yet. So, you know, still going last minute. Best gift you got as a kid? Jeremy, the one, I don't know how to answer that, but the ones that stick out the most, Jeremy, for best gifts I got as a kid, definitely like when we got our first PlayStation or got our first Dreamcast and the video game stuff. But the gifts that stick out the most, my mom and dad got me this big wheel. You know, the giant wheel in the front and then the two little wheels in the back, and it had like water gun squirters on the front, which was super fun. I just remember that, like, being so pumped about that. And I remember being really, really pumped about getting my Detroit Lions someday jersey. The one that I went to a Bears game in and made the front page of the Detroit Free Press when I was like 18 with my buddy. And they were like, optimistic Lions fan cheers on the Lions as they lose to the Bears. And I still have that jersey to this day. I just remember being really pumped about it when I got it. Interesting, Figment. I'm a psycho about the Christmas season, so I just love it all. And I haven't even had a nice glass of eggnog yet. Get her a spa day with nails. Yeah, that's what I always get her, Emily. You know? Which she likes it, and she doesn't love to spend that on herself, and so it's still a good gift, but I feel like I get her the same thing every year, like a massage or a spa day. She says, my video ran into a speed hacker. They were running as fast as the reboot van he was driving. Oh, that's crazy. I did not see that, no. Personal opinion on eggnog. I can have eggnog twice a year. Any more than that, and it's just too much, but I really do enjoy it like twice a year. And homemade is 10 times better than store-bought, but it's just a lot of work. I will have exactly 2 glasses of eggnog, though, each year. Homemade. One will be with bourbon, and then one will be just a dessert by itself. It's kind of how I do it. Concert to our favorite short comedian tickets. I mean, that's not a bad idea. We don't get to do a lot of stuff like that together. I feel like I get to do a lot of stuff all the time. I feel like she doesn't. As in a Christmas skin. Gotcha. Who dating with the 15 months been mixing my nog with pepper lately? Delicious. Oh, Dr. Pepper. I thought it just said pepper, and I was like, oh, interesting. Dr. Pepper with eggnog? Never heard of it. Intrigued. Intrigued. Also maybe intrigued by pepper. Real question. Are you at all bothered by the commercialization of Christmas, given how important the religious day is? Good question, Jeremy. I feel like I used to be a lot more bothered, brother. Like, when I was, like, studying theology and working in the church, I feel like it bothered me a little bit more. Because it was just on top of mind all the time. But these days, bro, I just get joy seeing people celebrate what I think is a beautiful holiday, you know? And I feel like lately, a lot of the, especially the commercials I've seen this year, I feel like a lot of the commercials I've seen this year have been like really kind of about the spirit of Christmas, dude. Like even the ones with Santa in them, you know, even if it's not super explicit, but like focusing on kindness and joy and memories. I love the Chevy commercial. You've got to have seen it by now, Jeremy. It was on during the Lions Thanksgiving game. And if you were at that game, then you wouldn't have seen it, but it's been on multiple games since then. It's these parents driving their car and they're reflecting on like their kids growing up, and you kind of see their kids growing up in the sitting in the back of the car and going through different ages of celebrating Christmas. And I just feel like a lot of the commercialization of it has been a little bit less commercial this year, which has been nice. Sound like rich kids more. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. No. Oh. That fight was a little. I should have just had the shotgun out a little sooner. Fair, but the AI Coca-Cola ad sucks. I don't know if I've seen that one yet. Pen Roethlisberger with a tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. And a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you and yours. We just do one, Tenacious. We just do one. Rest from us. Jeremy, I've always loved the Coca-Cola Christmas commercials, so that's disappointing. I was on Red Zone Evo for most of Sunday, except for the Lions game. Must not have noticed it during the Lions game. I've seen chat. I know we talk about this at least like 3 times a week, but the amount of AI like just conversations that keep coming up, it's just obviously it's not going to stop. I saw a tweet the other day that was like, "Oh, these people judging AI, you have no idea how much work it is to write the correct prompt in order to get it to do what you want." I'm like, I don't care, dude. Do something original. Max level. I don't think there is a max level gold. I had 7,000 yesterday, unless that was a glitch. It's just a little anomaly. They call it the Gold Rush active anomaly. Sometimes it's rifts. Sometimes you're invisible when you stand still, and it just ended. Now the rift anomaly just happened. So now there's rifts all over the map. Actually, it's not. Sorry, it's a care package anomaly. So self revives just dropped all over the map. Top of the morning, Matt and KC. There's going to be a bubble. It won't go away, but it's not going to be as widespread prominent as we all think, especially in the workforce. Interesting. I'll still roast it, Brainiac. You help in a lot of ways, and I roast you. Chat tells me I help them get through their day, and they roast me. New update on Arc Raiders looks really cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I looked at Ty's stream for like 2 seconds before I went live, and he was on the snow map, and it looked very bright. It looked like, and he's got, maybe it's just because his settings are already bright for the night raids, but I didn't like the way it looked on his. But again, that could just be his settings. If my internet goes out, Brainiac, in an hour, I'll probably, when I come back live, I'll probably just stream Arc, so you can get some clips from that today if you want. If it doesn't go out today, I'll probably switch to Arc around like 1 for the last 2 hours or maybe noon. I've had a lot of fun playing Chapter 7, and chat seems to be enjoying it, so good shots, Jimmy. $10,000 gold at the end. Yeah, so there's no gold cap limit, it seems like. Actually, it'd be like a podcast listen all day. You know, BW, it's interesting you say that because I was just talking to my buddy last night about that. He was talking about how impressed he is by people who can do radio, and he's like, is that similar to what you do? And I was like, I guess kind of. And he's like, I imagine it would be really, really tough to do radio all day, even for 2 hours. And I was like, yeah. He's like, how do you get the energy? And I was like, well, I mean, I don't really know, but I do it for way longer than 2 hours. Like, I was like, I'm live from like 7 a.m., 7:30, 8, you know, until 2 or 3. And he's like, what? He's like, I had no idea. I thought you just did 3 hours a day. I was like, no. Yeah, I do not want to fight that guy right now, and it's super annoying. I've been killed by, what is that, 2 games or 3? I've been killed by streamers in every single one. Love that. Chat is a big help, but yeah, solo podcasting is the toughest thing ever. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Steve-O. But then when radio, people call in, though, Steve-O. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Way more prep, Sniper, for sure. But you get the call-ins. Arc is very boring to watch, says T-Fresh. Jeremy, remember the little sports show we did during COVID, dude? And people like called in on Discord? That was fun. Oh, thanks, B-dubs. When you call-ins here. Steve-O, you would get a guaranteed like 10:30 spot every day, or at least once a week, whenever you wanted it. Yeah, we used to do that, Tenacious. We did that a couple years ago in some night streams. Calling confessional. No, not that. Local sports radio is hilarious. The regulars are ridiculous. Oh, dude, they really are. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I could say all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way. From Goofer or Witcher. Where has Witcher been, dude? Where's he been this week? Yeah, that's crazy, Jeremy. Long time listener, first time caller. My wife's boyfriend. Oh my gosh. I can hear the Depends squishing. No, you cannot. Goof will come in here with some crazy message in a little bit. Love that dude. Man, I miss we haven't done like a Discord night in forever, bro. I miss the fellas. I miss the fellas hanging out in Discord. What's wrong with Detroit? What do you mean, Captain? The Pistons are in first place. The Red Wings are in first place. Michigan Wolverines are in first place and ranked number 2 overall in the country. What do you mean? Oh, the Lions. Oh, well, you know, pretty insane schedule. Pretty brutal injuries on defense right now. A couple big ones on offense. They've not played a lot of complete football this year. Offense seems to be balling out all the time, but the defense has been very inconsistent. Very, very good in the first 10 weeks and pretty bad after that. So, they'll be fine, dude. Very young team. Very good players, obviously. Dan Campbell's not coaching for his job, Houday. You're out of your mind. But there's a lot of season left, Mr. No Cappin. Let me explain. I mean, he literally is a coach. That's his job. Well, yeah, but his job is nowhere near in jeopardy, and it shouldn't be. Let me paint a picture for all the NFC North people in here, or for maybe the non-NFC North people in here who are like, what needs to happen? A lot of season left, dude. Bears have a huge game against the Packers this week. If the Packers beat the Bears and the Lions beat the Bears and the Lions also beat the Steelers and Vikings, Lions are in over the Bears, just like that. If the Bears beat the Packers and then lose to the Niners and lose to the Lions, and the Packers lose to the Ravens and the Lions went out, the Lions can still win the division, have the 3 seed. So there's a lot of things in the next 3 weeks to keep an eye on. And the Bears have the toughest schedule remaining in the NFL. The Packers with all their injuries, I'm not calling the Bears a guaranteed win for them, or the Ravens or the Vikings at this point a guaranteed win for them. Bears Packers will be fun to watch. Bears Niners will be a movie. This guy already eat the steak? He did. This guy wants this. Bro, we're competing for the steak. We're competing for the steak. Oh my gosh, he ate this one too. Unless I did. I forget. I could absolutely see, by the way, just to be clear here for the Bear fans, I could absolutely see a world where the Bears win on Sunday. I do not see a world where the Bears win out. I do see a world where they could win 2, though. Of the last 3. Where is that guy? Wasn't he just above me? What does the stake do? It allows you to pick up the weights that give you a really good gun faster. Without the stake, it takes like 5 minutes. With a bunch of stakes, it takes 2 seconds to lift the weights and get a better gun. This guy clearly knows where I am. I do not know where he is. This is a disadvantage for us. He's still here. What was he doing? You see? And then you get a good gun. No, Houday. And the Jets should not... First of all, the Jets should not fire Aaron Glenn. They're an absolute dumpster fire of an organization, nor will they fire Aaron Glenn. And I don't like the way that Aaron Glenn ran our defense. I think he's a very good coach. I think he could be a very good head coach. I don't know that we ever had the players in the right spot to do what he wanted them to do. And then obviously the injuries hurt when he was there. Kevman, good morning. All right, we need a big pot. There was at least one other person there. I just have no idea where he is. Yeah, he's not fresh. He's not. Yeah, Kevman. I mean, that was huge for Lions fans and Bear fans. Are we rooting for the Packers? Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like if you just want to get in the playoffs, if you're the Lions and you just want to get in the playoffs and you don't care if you're the 7 seed, then I think you want Green Bay to beat the Bears, because then if you beat the Bears and you win out, you're in. But if you want the division, root for the Bears. JB, should Beard Blevins fire Jonathan and rehire within the organization? I was thinking Kiara could take over for you, but don't know if she's got the experience. Big Lou, that's an insane message. She's a little too shy. I don't know, Jeremy. I don't know, man. The Vikings lately have been playing really well, so I'm not guaranteeing a Lions or Packers victory over them. And the Ravens, dude, are fighting for their lives as well. I'm with you because I just want to get in the playoffs, so I'm cheering for the Packers for that reason. But I do think that there is a world where the Packers lose 2 out of 3 and the Bears lose 2 out of 3. Good morning, Astrich. I will let you know I eat a little bit more cheese than Kiara for sure, but she does have 1 or 2 string cheeses a day. She's my little string cheese pal. And us, Jeremy. That was like 80 years ago. Okay. Okay. I'm glad that you've forgotten and moved on. We also played an awful game. They lost Grenard for the season. Oh, wow. Yeah, he is a stud. I still like Van Ginkel a lot, but he is a stud. That's so annoying, bro. That's that guy's first kill of the game. I'm chasing someone else. That guy's gonna get away, and then I die to the Kim Kardashian skin, who then gets a double kill. I mean, yeah, I have no idea Beer is from where. If Dallas doesn't draft all secondary this offseason, I'm done with them. Oh, man. You don't mean it. You don't mean it. You're a cowboy for life. Oh, there sure is, Houday. I have no idea, Houday. I refuse to wear the skin. When too many jerseys go back. Exactly. Okay, I know this. I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound super obvious and like, duh, JB. Actually, first I have to open my windows, but then I'll say it. I'm going to say this, guys. It's a little weird to say because I think we all know the reason why, but I still find it interesting how much more TV time Jerry Jones gets in the broadcast of every single game compared to other owners. Every once in a while, they'll show another owner. Multiple times a game, they show Jerry Jones. And it's just a little interesting to me. I'm assuming we all just have noticed that and it's not breaking news. At least it's not Taylor Swift all the time anymore. That's true. You notice that? He's so sexy to look at. Okay, Dogwada. Now you sniffing the screen and stuff is not as complimentary. I've read multiple of your messages, young man. Leave the mother out of this. Telling you, man, you're fighting sweats off the rip every game. What happened to the bots of old? You know what I mean? Want to boil her up? He does, Big Lou. Would love to see an NFL football team comparison with you. Andy would be the perfect Cowboys. You think? You think Notre Dame is most like the Cowboys? Really? I don't know if I do. Maybe because they're America's team. Like, maybe you could say that. Because Notre Dame does have a lot of fans. That's the hope, Braden. Tickets are like $8,000, so I'm not going to buy tickets probably, but I'm working with some brands on potentially representing them and doing some content for them and then getting tickets to the games through that. Okay, I could see that, Brinza. True, Vic. True. By the way, is the new season of Landman good? I haven't seen the new one yet. We're finishing Manifest right now. I'm at the point with Manifest where, like, I just want to know what happens. We've got like 8 episodes left. Is season 2 good? So far, so good. Chicken Wing, my only disagreement with that is that where Brinza said that it ends exactly how you think it will. I don't know how I think it will. Oh, Manifest. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Landman. Manifest ends exactly how you think it will. They beat the death date. Everybody goes back 5 years. The plane crash never happened, and Cal's cancer is gone. And Grace comes back to life. That's what I think is going to happen. Anyway, the only reason I would say that Miami's not like the Cowboys, like Miami, the college team is not the Cowboys, because they don't really think they're going to win the national championship every year, like Notre Dame fans do. But I haven't seen a lot of that from Cowboys fans either in recent years. I'd have to put some thought into that, Prince. Grace dies. Oh, gosh. Cass, I'm so sorry. But probably not forever. It's been out for a long time. Let's just say you're going to hate Angelina. Okay. Good morning, Junkrat. Oh, Brayden, I didn't even know that those were an option. If I can get tickets for $350, I don't care where they are. I'm absolutely going to the World Cup. I would even spend $1,000. I'm not spending anything more than $1,000 on one game. I would spend $1,000 on one. But I'd like to go to all of the games, all the USA games. So I'm working on that with some potential brands, hopefully. What up, Gatorbait? Green Bay Packers or the Michigan Wolverines? Hey, John, ready for Christmas? I'm very excited for Christmas, yes. I like this, Brinza. You know, Brinza, I will say, he says ready for the most perfect one. I am, but I actually, Chicago Bears are in Nebraska because there's only one team in the past until this year and always think they have won the offseason. Okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna be honest though, dude. I think Notre Dame is most like the Packers. So here let me first start by saying what is interesting about Green Bay. I lived, guys, I don't know if you all know this, but I lived in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, which is about 40 minutes from Green Bay, 30 if there's no traffic, for like 7 years, 6 or 7 years. and so spent a lot of time in Green Bay. That's where I met my wife. She was living in Green Bay at the time. And I think one of the most interesting things about Packer fans and about the state of Wisconsin and especially the city of Green Bay is that even if people still think Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback, and I promise you there are people in Green Bay who do, they will wear Packers gear. They will watch the game, even if they're not paying attention. It's on. The town shuts down every time there's a game. It's just, even if you're not a true diehard fan, everyone in Wisconsin is a Packer fan, unless they're a transplant, right? For the most part. And so you've got people wearing Packers gear all the time, all year long, and you're like, oh, like, are you excited for the Packers this year? And they'll say something outrageous like, I just wish Favre would be back, you know? Right? And that reminds me of Notre Dame, because Notre Dame also has a ton of fans all over the world that wear Notre Dame gear who couldn't name a player in the last 5 years, who watch the big games that parties are invited to because they're friends with Notre Dame fans, but they're just casual fans. Packers haven't won a Super Bowl in a long time, but they brag about their history. I feel like Notre Dame and Green Bay are very similar. And they're rather, I think, especially with Marcus Freeman, and now that Kelly's gone, I think they're both pretty likable. I know there's a lot of Bear fans, Vikings fans, Lions fans in here who would say the Packers are not likable. I lived there. Packer fans are very likable. I enjoy hanging out with Packer fans. It can be infuriating at times, but they are likable. Both are God's team. Exactly. Exactly. And there are a lot of Packer fans who call themselves God's team, for sure. Oh my gosh, guys. We paid off our van, chat. The van is paid off. That's crazy. Guys, let's hope that no one's stream sniping.
Another one.
I've been muted that whole time. Okay, dude. You and Ty are the fastest poopers? Oh, dude. Runs in the family. You know what I mean? I do. I mute it every time, Braden. Just in case. Full-time streamer, by the way. Oh, that's up here. I think Indiana is the Lions. Thank you. Thank you, Steve-O. Brunza, what do you think about that? Bad forever. Lions don't have a Super Bowl. They have championship, but don't have Super Bowls. Indiana, no championships. Get a good coach in there. A gritty team. I think Indiana's Detroit right now. I will say that was a very healthy moment we just had in the bathroom. So, what a blessing. Hit it by the rest too or no? Yeah. Not as much though. IU sucks. Really? I think they're pretty good. Morning, Colton. Oh, man, Spider. Yeah, that sounds brutal. My buddy who crashes here took us to Cooper's Hawk for dinner last night, the whole family. Judah was He's perfect all the time when we go out in public, and he was a little bit of a mess. But it was still a nice night. Had a little shrimp. Had what I had for dinner. I had a little skirt steak with some veggies. Had a dirty martini with blue cheese stuffed olives. Got home, watched a little bit of the Monday Night Football game, and then realized this sucks. I could be watching good NBA basketball or good hockey. So I watched the Senators win in overtime. The Stars dominate the third period to win. Bet on both those teams. Then I watched the Denver Nuggets win their game, and a great one against Houston. And then I saw the Utah Jazz come back and win, and I had bets on those as well. What a blessing. Same dude. What do you mean by that, Dogwada? He had another one. That's insane. He had two more. Well, I didn't see him up there, but apparently he was. And he had another one. This guy's got more movement than I've ever had. And he got me. Mr. Poncho. 26 HP is what I had him to last time we fought. He never found any med kits. Okay, GG's. Sam Shay, be nice. By the way, I had one glass of wine. I had one martini and one glass of wine with dinner. It was a Malbec. It was very good. What was I gonna say? No, Judah does not throw tantrums. He just had a little. He was just a tad whiny last night. Yeah, that's what I had, Boiler. It was pretty good. Yes, it is, Spider. Goes well with steak. Chicken wing, that's too far. Indiana's going to have an underwhelming playoff run. That's way too far. Morning, GB and chat. Let's have a day. I'm starting the day by making homemade cake pops. Okay. As I was reading that, Jordan, I'm not sure why, but I was expecting like homemade stew, homemade sourdough, something kind of warm and wintry, you know? Cake pops. Would not have guessed. Cake pops are delicious though, so long as they're moist. Favorite Christmas dessert? Favorite Christmas dessert? Bro, my mom's like frosted cookies were really good growing up. Oh, I like the peanut buttery cookies with the chocolate Hershey Kiss in the middle. That's my favorite for sure. Almost internet dropout time. We'll see if we survive another day. I like snickerdoodles, but not those. They're called peanut blossoms. Delicious. What up, Landon? Good to see you on YouTube. Grandma's coming over to make homemade candy with me today. Interesting. I would never do that. I would quite literally never do that. Are you a fan of peppermint? I am. I do like peppermint. Their Trader Joe's last year had a nice peppermint ice cream that was really good. I may get that again this year. Not really a huge dessert guy though, so I'd have to remember to look for it when I get there. Yeah, I probably should get guns before I just start eating steaks. You know what I mean? This guy's healing up. He's right next to me. He knows where I am. Okay. Gotcha. 1 HP and a dream, ladies and gentlemen. Sure miss when medkits would come out of there. Is the stream laggy or is it just me? It's not laggy. Don't scare me like that. We're having no internet issues yet. But they should be here any moment. Pretty good loadout, I'd say. Just took high ground. He just took high ground is what he did. Let's see who this is. Polar No Bear TikTok. All right, if that guy's not an actual polar bear, like Burnt Peanut style VTuber type thing, crazy name. Nice rooster. Oh, thank you, Goof. I said you'd come in here and say something kind of wild today. I was right. I have tried the new Blitz mode. In fact, I have a video out promoting it. Paid by Fortnite. Get that thing all gassed up here. See if we can find some more shockwaves. Go on a little gold rush. How does this guy know I'm here? Well, that's a W. And a self-revive? Oh, my. I did, Goof. Someone was talking about you, Goof. And they said, and they said I tried to tag him. He's not in here. I said, oh, Goof will be here in a little bit, I'm sure, and he'll say something outrageous. I'm almost positive. And there's the 47 months from my boy Goof. Thank you, sir, for the support. And good to see you, Water. card expired. Oh, so you didn't unsub. Okay, love that. Ooh, Jetpack Louie! Good man, good man! Louie! What time we hopping on today, brother? Look at all this gold I'm getting. Look at all this. 3,000. I'm loaded. What up, Junior? I'm doing well. How are you doing? What up, Natural Born? We got both Patriots in the house. Patriot power activated. It's the 4th of July. We got tangos over yonder. Go, 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 go. Can't believe I asked Louis what time we playing today, and he doesn't even respond. He just says I'm laughing so hard right now. What, you have some cosplay thing you're doing or something today? Dude, what's your best advice for a small streamer? My best advice for a small streamer is to have 5 of your most honest friends watch you stream and tell you whether or not you should keep doing it. He did respond. Oh, what'd he say? He said he's got a concert down at 10:30. Oh. Dude, I'm down for whatever, Louis. I'm not sure yet, dude. If my internet doesn't go out, I probably will play Ark around like 11 or 12. If it does go out, I'll probably start with Ark. I'll probably come back with Ark. I'll let you know in about 20 minutes. Holding steady so far. That's legit my best advice, Junior. Like, you can Google best ways to grow a stream, right? You'll get better advice from professionals, you know. But I think most people who think they're good at streaming are not. Brother, I had that guy. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to shoot, and that's the polar bear guy. And they just don't have anyone in their life that tells them that they're bad at it. You know what I mean? Bye, JB. I thought you lagged out already. No, I'm not lagging out. We're fine. Oh, gosh, Big Lou. Definitely not that. What is today? I don't even know what I have today. Oh, I have a meeting. I have a meeting with Green Embers today at 2:30. So I'm streaming till 2:30. Then I have a meeting with Green Embers. And then I think I'm just hanging out with Jody and the kids tonight. Watch a little college basketball. Tomorrow, I think I'm going live tomorrow from like 7 to 9, and then again at noon, and then sports show. But we'll see. But definitely sports show tomorrow night, and then all day Thursday, all day Friday, and then Friday night I'm heading to Wisconsin. They write books and have a video game, Brainiac. Christian company, very cool. I actually have to talk to you about that, Louis, because I'm probably got a sponsor coming your way. So I'll be in Wisco this weekend. Like you do. And Jody has agreed to drive home from Wisconsin to get home just in time for the Lions game on Sunday at 3:30, which is a blessing. Yeah, but Junior, it's the same advice, dude. You know, stream at the same hours, be consistent, talk to your chat, make sure your setup's good, make sure you're not lagging. That's all, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I can tell you. The bottom line is, if you're an amazing streamer, you eventually will have people watching you. And so it's best just to figure out whether or not you're good at it by asking your peers. By the gods. Pockets full of beef sticks. Not that kind of sponsor, my guy. Not that kind of sponsor. But you could spend the money you get on beef sticks. What would you say makes a good streamer? Well, you need to be... First, you need to be unique. What makes you different than other streamers? Second, you need to be either entertaining or cracked at a game. Problem is, there's already thousands of cracked at every game streamers, and so you're better off being entertaining. But being unique is, I think, probably the most important thing. What are you doing different than everyone else? Can that be both? No. No. I have not seen one unbelievably cracked at a video game streamer that keeps up with even 20% of their chat. Clicks does not. Brother, yeah, well, he's cracked at the game. He does not. Brother, he gets way too... That's a crazy example, Brainiac. He gets insane amount of chats. He reads them like Burnt Peanut does. I'm surprised Burnt Peanut reads as many as he does. And there's no rhyme or reason for Burnt Peanut. He'll just look at the chat randomly and read the first thing that comes to his mind. I would say Fran is probably one of the best Fortnite players I've seen that actively reads chat, but when she's streaming her like competitive stuff, she can't really read it until in between games. Oh, Witcher, we were just talking about you today too. You and Goof, and now you appear. Ranger's good at chat too. Yeah, Ranger has, Ranger has a lot less people watching him than he used to. So it's a little easier to read chat. His chat used to fly. I don't know if he changed his schedule or what that has to do with. I think he's a great streamer. Oh, good morning, Katie. So then ask yourself the question, Mr. Junior, why not growing? Did I already open that? I did. Time to leave. Let's leave. Any wrestling fans in here, by the way, who what, and if so, a good exit or a bad exit for John Cena? I've seen everyone disagree. I've seen people say, what a send off, he never gives up, but it was his last one ever, so he had to end that way. And then I've heard people be like, he never would give up, that's crazy. It was the exit he chose. Okay. Savage Mike. I'd say Savage Mike's up there as one of them, Brainiac, for sure. But when he's cracked in the game, it's tough to keep up with chat. Wrestling or wrestling? That's a good point, Detroit. I never even thought of that. Yeah, so consistency would be your number one issue, Junior, for sure. Also, your gullibility for believing that you knew my second cousin. Something tells me he'll be back in the ring with the monies, right? Reading chat, what's that like? Okay, Diablo. First of all, I do read chat a ton. Second of all, I look over at YouTube sometimes and I read the same chat over and over for 15 minutes, even though there's 100 people in there. And then I look back and there's 10 different messages. It's inconsistent. Gotcha. Well, good to see you, Diablo. Speak plainly. Night to stop shot. Okay, that's a little upgrade for us there. I miss the one-shot snipers, dude. The heavy sniper just was so nice too. I don't mind the snipers this season though. Like they're good enough to pick up if I don't have everything I want. But I don't prioritize it because it's not overpowered. I think they're pretty balanced right now, actually. Where is this guy, bro? Good sir. Good sir. Oh, good to be seen. Good to be seen. Did that guy just snipe a tire on purpose? So I couldn't drive away? Oh, there he is. $184. Oh, he's in the bush. I thought he was behind the tree. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? don't like my spot, dude. I have no cover, no movement. I don't like it one bit, mate. Oh, that's a crazy thing to say, Mr. Witcher. Car's busted. Dolphin better than... Okay, Patriot. Wait, Nick Mellon changed his name to Nicole Mellon. A breaking development. Still in here with the same trolley messages, though. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. You proud of the Lions this season? I mean, a lot of season left. We'll see. Dang proud of my boy Jared Goff playing out of his mind all season long. We troll you because we love you. Oh, thank you. But Nick doesn't. He trolls me because he's annoying. Cody, are you trying to convince them to play Ark? Is that what you're trying to do? I too am convinced that anyone who tried it would not hate it. It's a fun game, dude. Can a guy just get a med kit? You guys like the little no scope into the shotgun action there, or what? I 3 am also convinced. Uh-oh, Mitch, here it comes. Noonan, you and T-Wills both are just boomers shouting at the sky about Ark, dude. You made up your mind the first, before you even ever watched it, and you're sticking to your guns. Mitch says, I don't really enjoy the gunplay of Ark. Well, I thought you said you do when I first read it. I don't. My one complaint about Ark is that, and the reason I haven't been playing a lot on stream lately is that it is hard to tell how weak someone is unless you play a lot, and I just haven't played enough. Okay, Amwells. Amwells, that'll be enough out of you today. So you're bad. Wow. Put me in the boomer category. How old are you, Mr. Blevins? I'm 38 years young. Jeez, Noonan. Oh my gosh. I love you, Amwells. I mean, you just know someone's in that bush, right? I mean, they've got to be in that bush. Ooh. They're not. I didn't even sing to you on your birthday 2 weeks ago. Did you tell me it was your birthday? I would have. I would have. Dang, you're 4 years younger than my dad. Okay. Well, maybe you don't have any viewers because you're 11. Bush Camp Blevins, listen, I'm trying to get this dub here. You should have known. Brother, I barely know my kids' birthdays. You, come on. You know that. Gotcha. Bush camping all day, brother. Where's this guy? It's a 1v1. Was always gonna be us, ladies and gentlemen. Send me a DM, Witcher. I got you. A GG's. And Wills, that was for your birthday, brother. We are so back. Baby, come back. Oh, thanks. I love the book. Careful, Amwills, with what you say on here. You know what I mean? Morning, John. Victory Tuesday. Rodgers the GOAT. Good morning, JV. I'm glad you're in a good mood today. Rescue any raccoons lately? Perchance, per maybe? Noonan's on one today, dude. Does anyone know why JB spanks his butt when he gets up? Dude, I do it because I do it for that exact reason. Right there. You know what I mean? To the moon, Chem. Really? To the moon, you say? Ow! Just smash my knee. Dude, how tall are you? 6'3". It's provocative. It's so funny you say that, Noonan, because every time I play Ark, like every raid, bro, you get nervous the entire time as if it's the end game of a Fortnite game. So I just could not disagree more. GB, who are the Lions pulling for the Bears-Packers game? Well, if you want to win the division, which is a long shot, you cheer for the Packers. Because if the Packers beat the Bears and lose to the Ravens... No, I'm sorry. If you want to win the division, you cheer for the Bears. Because if the Packers lose to the Bears and the Ravens and beat the Vikings, the Lions went out and the Bears beat the Packers and lose to the Niners and Lions. Lions come in the division and have the 3 seed. If you just want to get in the playoffs, the safest bet is root for the Packers, because then if the Lions beat the Bears and they went out and the Lions went out, then they'll get in over the Bears. On a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you for Aaron Rodgers to crush the Lions one more time? 10. I'm ready. I will say I was at the Thanksgiving game against the Packers when we beat Aaron Rodgers by like 50. Yeah, those games against the Cowboys and Commanders really got you going, huh, Noonan? Pretty electric teams, too. I was going to want to how ready you to be on the yoga ball. Okay. Honestly, bro, we'll be seeing you. Everyone say Biden. We'll be seeing you, dude. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm just over it. Oh, I'm sure, Mitch. What's the update with Watson? We'll find out in 2 weeks, JV. We beat him 52-21 last time we played him, so we'll see. Dogwater, that he sent 195 messages, I swear, on everything. 95 of them were the same, and I just am over it. He's not subbed, so we'll be seeing. If you're going to troll and be annoying, you got to be a sub. See ya. Oh, I know you are, Dogwater. I know you are. No, that's just perfect, Witcher. That's what we're doing this year. That sounds like a pretty good list. Lions are 7.5-point favorites over the Steelers right now, by the way. I'm a sub, so I can be annoying. Yep. Subs can roast. I love that, Chemrak. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. I will say, I am a bit of a New Year's resolution guy. And I don't think it's a bad thing if you take it seriously. I've taken mine seriously over the last few years. I've been trolling and annoying for 7 years now. Yeah, but you do it in a good way. You know what I mean? I don't get the joke, Goof. Timbo, yeah, I mean, it's just super sweaty, bro. I see a lot of streamers complaining, and it's funny because the streamers are cracked, like Savage Mike and others, complaining that the skill-based matchmaking is a little crazy right now. And by the way, Hannah TikTok has been in every one of my games today. We just must be on at the same time. I don't know who that is, but they've been in my games. The joke is your face. All right, Goof. That's aggressive. I think I have a nice face. Helmet game today? Oh, Bubba, it's good to see you, dude. No. Really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Nip. That's what I'm saying. They play squad games with their viewers or subs or something, and they're fighting streamers and zero build pros like this guy. That guy was moving very weird, by the way. Well, love you too, Bubba. Hope everything's going well. Hopefully the new job's going well. Your PTO was denied, though, for what it's worth. KG! Hey, KG, here we go! Good to see you, dude. Yeah. I'm just not going to say that word out loud. You know what I mean? I don't want to get clipped out of context. So we'll just call it. We'll just have to say Mr. Nip. You get it. I will throw it in the garbage. Aluminum is the only thing that stops you from being stinky. That's not very welcoming. What do you mean? I was. What do you mean? I was acknowledging your love for your favorite team. Oh, no, Mr. Nip. I understand that's your last name. I think you understand why I can't say that name. That's all I'm saying. I know you're not trolling. Let me grieve. Okay. Yeah. Here, stinky. No, I'm not stinky, Witcher, because I wear great deodorant. Everyone is stinky if they don't wear deodorant after 8 hours of sitting in a chair. I'm not a naturally stinky person, though. What a blessing that is. JB, do I stick with Warren at tight end, or do I sign Goddard or Parkinson in free agency? I'd probably go Goddard, dude. They're getting the ball in the end zone. I probably would. And you might have to move away from Warren if Rivers is Q. I'm wondering if I start Igbuka or Rashee Rice. Like, is Minshew Magic going to just feed Rice all game, or is Rice going to get 0 catches? That's my big debate this week for my playoffs. Oh, thank you, KG. Thank you for confirming. Fade Igbuka. So just trust Minshew Magic. You guys still believe in the Minshew Magic? Or Minshew Mania? Did I say it wrong? I didn't even know Old Spice had it. I had aluminum free. Nice vandalism. I have to win one more to be in the championship. I had a bye week last week. I do have Kyle Pitts on that team, so he woke up at the right time. Okay, Whitey, that one's funny. That one's funny. Toxic, I think you know the answer to that, buddy. Why don't you worry about your game this weekend? Get a refund. Oh, man, that's brutal, KG. Yeah, I'm in 3 leagues, bro. Playoffs in 2. No Alvin Kamara. The last 5 weeks has just crushed me. I lost by 10 yesterday. I needed H-Chain to go crazy, and he did not. Yeah, we'll see what it is after this weekend, Toxic. It's going to be very different if you guys lose and we win. So don't count your eggs before they hatch, brother. You should know better as a Ravens fan. Got him. But I had a bye week in the other one, KG, so very much alive there. Just need to not mess up the Rashee Rice situation. How is he being so elusive? If that's the like the sweat ranster, go play ranked, dude. You know what I mean? Z-Man, thank you for the Prime sub. Nice. 5 months. Appreciate you. I'm going to go see if that was Rancer. I think it is. I'm going to go tell him to play ranked. Yeah, he's live.
Ranked. I can't.
I love this guy. That gun is crazy, bro. It is so good against cars.
We are frying him. Holy. Come here, brother. Where you going? You ain't going nowhere, twin.
Better ready up before I get into another game with him. All right. Ford discontinued the Lightning. Why do I not know what that is? I know the Maverick. What's the Lightning? Oh, the EV truck. And there goes the internet. 9:31, right on time. Although it's only 0.2% drop, frame drop. How bad is it? How bad is it? Yesterday, this happened for 2 seconds and it stopped. It's only 0.3%.